Yo, what's going on, guys? I know it's hella late, but here I am doing a review of One Piece, episode 642. Now, this episode starts off with Sanji, getting hit by the peeping eye with Viola. Viola basically shows Sanji everything that's happened in Dressrosa, how they were walking into a trap this whole time. And then it cuts back to Sanji telling Law that he needs to get the hell off the island, and then it's all a trap. And then Law's like, Caesar's like, what about the deal? What about my exchange? And then Law's like, there won't be one. Then all of a sudden, it cuts back to Sanji, and then Sanji basically convinced Viola to come with him instead of staying because she was scared of Joker or Dolflamingo. And it shows Sanji taking out these Viola's troops that she had under Dolflamingo. Like, it was like Dolflamingo, Violet, then a spread out of troops. Alright, so Sanji's taking out those troops in time, trying to tell Law what's going on at the exact same time. Alright, so Sanji finishes telling Law what happened, and he's like, I got my own issues to worry about. I gotta go. Peace. I hung up on him. Then you see and then you go back to Greenbit and you see Robin. Apparently, we got to see Robin's new powers, or at least a portion of Robin's new powers. She was able to summon half of the phone up out of an area that she couldn't even see, which is on top of Greenbit. And Robin, she's still under Greenbit from what we know. And Robin tells Law that if they're going to escape, that they need to escape without them because they're under Greenbit. And Law tries to tell Robin what's all going on. So now Robin and Usopp will know what's going on, and then Law and them are trying to escape. Alright, and then we see CP0. Now, Cypher Pole Zero is basically another secret wing, I guess you could say, of the Cypher Pole wings. Cypher Pole generally consists of wings 1 through 8. Cypher Pole 9 was a pre-Red Line, basically secret organization the of the Cypher Poles. This is another secret organization of the Cypher Poles. And we got to see Dressrosa this morning, and then Dressrosa this morning we saw all the citizens demanding an answer out of Dolphamingo. Why would he quit? Why would he do this? Then Cypher Pole starts selling too, and they're like, oh, the Navy ship is coming. No, generally, if I was a citizen right here, I would be assuming that the Navy was coming to take out Dolphamingo because he abandoned the warlords, right? Well, no, that's not what happened. See Cypher Pole rolling up to the shore basically, and Cypher Pole tells them, sorry, this was an issue with the government. We unleashed a bad paper this morning, and another one will circulate at 3 explaining the truth. Then they proceeded to tell everybody there the truth that Dolphamingo isn't actually resigning, and it was a misprint in the newspaper, which really wasn't a truth that was properly printed, but they were just being sneaky with it. Alright. Then it cuts back to the Corridor Coliseum with Black Sea, and you see Luffy, fighting all these people, and Luffy goes to hit a gum pistol from a dude, like there's a dude with a hammer that was pretty much knocking out a majority of the scrubs in the ring. Now he had a pretty decent hammer. Now it was pretty powerful. Now the thing is, the hammer that he was using, or his whole dude, like he wasn't even one of the powerhouses in Corridor Coliseum. So, like you know how the powerhouses they all got listed out. He wasn't a powerhouse at all, and he was knocking out several people. So, will we start seeing these super powerful people in One Piece, but yet they'll be background characters? That would be pretty awesome because that's a whole nother step up for the anime and the manga. Alright, now you got to see Luffy. He uses his gum pistol, but he's supposed to be Lucy. He's not supposed to have the gum powers. He's trying to tell everybody that he's not actually Luffy. So, he realizes that, hey, I don't need to do that. Then he goes to the next fight and he goes to do a gum whip. And then when he throws out the gum whip, he's like, well, no, wait a minute. And he pulls it back. He's like, regular kick. Then He proceeds to keep fucking up like that, and is like, instead of gun on pistol, he'll pull it back and be like, regular punch. And then the whole time you see, at the first punch, you see Cavendish trying to come into the ring like, you guys don't see that? That's not Lucy. That's Luffy. Straw Hat Luffy. And then a bunch of the actual people in the ring actually realize, they're like, hey, he's a devil fruit eater and he's rubber. That must be Straw Hat. And then, so everybody by this point is realizing it's Straw Hat. We still have Dollar and Chinjaw and everybody in the ring. That should, I believe it should come up pretty soon, because, you know, Luffy versus Dun Chinjaw. Dun Chinjaw is a pretty anticipated fight for this block at least. Alright, then it cuts back to Green Bit. Alright. You got, at first the two guards actually got Cavendish to, or it seemed like they got Cavendish to calm down, so Cavendish is not going to go in the ring for the sake of getting eliminated. Alright. Now, it cuts back to Green Bit, and on Green Bit, right as Law and Caesar are about to take their leave, you see the Navy Admiral Fujitora walk around the corner, and they're like, "Oi, you're Law, aren't you?" Just, hey, you're our Law. And he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Damn, you're that new Admiral Fujitora, the Green Bull." And then right as they're sitting there having that little stare off, Dolflamingo comes slashing through the clouds like this, using his power, which if you haven't really understood it yet, I believe it's his string is attached to the clouds and he's able to basically fly the same way as a monkey would swing from branch to branch, assuming there was a rope. Alright. Now, you got Law, Dolflamingo, and Fujitora sitting there, and Dolflamingo's like, "Oh God, you've got me real scared. There's a Navy Admiral here. You really playing this one out, Law?" I was like, "Shut the hell up, you liar." It's like, there's no way you could spread a lie across the whole world, not even if you were a fleet admiral, or especially not a warlord, unless, and his eyes got real big, unless you're a Tenryubuto or a celestial dragon, that's the same thing. If it's in Japanese, it's Tenryubuto. If it's in English, it's a celestial dragon. Did you see Dolflamingo laugh, and he's like, "Why would you fool the whole Law's like, why would you fool the whole world just to confuse 10 or so of us?" He's like, "My whole mission here, Law, is to kill you." Which, really, I don't know, because he says his whole mission there is to kill Law, but really he planned it out real well for Straw Hat Luffy, because, I mean, to take care of Straw Hat Luffy, because they said, he's like, everyone else underestimated him. I'm not going to make the mistake of underestimating the Straw Hat crew. So he did all this big planning, so he's not just there to kill Law. I mean, he might have said that, but he's going to try to get at the Straw Hat crew. And which further complicates things for this arc is the whole factory that Frankie and them were going to store is made out of Kurosaki, which is the devil fruit, if I said it, not the devil fruit, but the sea prism stone, if I said it right. Which I honestly haven't figured out how they're going to destroy that yet, but hopefully they'll find a way, because then we'll figure out a way to destroy the sea prism stones. That would be pretty cool, because a lot of the times they get caught up by the sea prism stone handcuffs, or at least one of the crew member does, or one of the people that they're befriending at the time in the current arc. So that would be a useful thing to know. But overall, this episode, it really had everything. It had plot progression, character progression. It had character progression with Violet, character progression with Dolflamingo, hella character progression with him, if you hadn't guessed it already. And we had plot progression with Sanji. Sanji got out of the whole thing with Violet. Sanji's befriended Violet. Law, Dolflamingo, and Fujitora are about to square off. People are figuring out Lucy is actually Luffy, and pretty soon that's gonna take a bigger toll than what it has now, I'd assume. But overall, this episode was really freaking good. There really wasn't nothing I didn't have except for things to give to Theory fans, really. So I'm gonna have to give this episode a 9 out of 10. It wasn't amazing, but it was a good episode. So that's my review on it, guys. Sorry it was so late. Peace.